Gedean suaranya. Duration 300 ms. Apa itu 300 ms?
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Ngelag tak ya? Tes dulu lah ya. Season quest dulu. Pilih quest.
Illusion shattered.
Mana deh?
Can't run from death.
Udah questnya banyak aku mainnya. Mana questnya lagi? Kali kok. Sini kenapa ya? Oh yang ini di atas sana ini karena mau.
There is no escape. Let's light it up.
Prom. Sekarang Z bisa. Oh ada Pak.
Get out of my way!
Illusion shattered.
Who's next?
There is no escape. Let's light it up.
Bring it on.
Illusion shattered.
Yep. No time.
Mana lagi? Satu lagi, satu lagi, satu lagi. Banyak kali yang belum aku explore, so. Udah satu dulu. Satu lagi mana? Lah, hilang. Alamak, sana. Bisa aku convert tak ya? Lima. Kan berapa? 5. Kalau gitu gunanya ini.
No time to lose. Yeah. Useless.
I'm going in!
Riptide.
Mati loh. Hai, kena mati. Elemental. Pure high.
Boring.
Pom, 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 pom. Astaga,
It looks
mati
like we're all
cok.
here. Well then, time for me. I won't drone on.
All of us here.
Xianwei, Mingbo is reliable. In contrast, after much.
Oh, thank you. Honestly, in my estimation, would either of you...
I'll
Aduh, aku setengah
have to.
4 GB
I
lagi
don't
demi
mind.
Jepang.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi,
I will live up. I should go. I need to pack my things and then...
Count me out. I'm not.
Juri seems pretty relaxed.
Hey, traveler. Tell me something. If you can't answer that.
Oh no.
follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
We finally got.
Lady Yelan, Jury has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him.
So Juri really sided with the Fatui?
Hmm?
But Uncle Tian
Tama,
thinks so
untung ya.
highly of him. Why would he do this?
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
Oh, wonderful.
Apa ini? Ini baru pernah lihat.
While the monolith stands guard.
Baru ini Luna New Year ini. Ada tak questnya? Ada kayaknya questnya biar. Coba. Ada ini yang selesai nih, 15 hari lagi. Apa lagi yang mau selesai? Ada. Sip, 15 hari lagi.
Damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Sini tuh. Sini. Ada quest lagi sana tuh. Quest apa itu?
Sorry, Lady Elon. He's too good at this.
How the heck did he make? I guess Jerry.
No,
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained. If I'd asked you to take
Shinue kiosk. A few moments later, I figured that if we so I stopped Dupe, and I
good work. The fish didn't take them. Let's go to Shinue kiosk.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes. Our customers are free. Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange? Well, maybe I did.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick.
Oh, he didn't.
A bottle of liquor.
Yes, this gentleman or
Liquor.
Where to?
Shiguen.
Pam 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 pam. Dia apa nih? Dijual apa nih? Ya, tak apalah. Enggak. Gila.
Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. We're friends of his.
Sure. Jerry picked up his. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that Mr. Jerry has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Don't worry.
For this set,
Okay.
well, don't take.
This is turning into a.
I'd just like to point out that
it's not like you.
my specialty is in for.
Yelan. Oh,
If so,
what do you mean?
first of all, if he was just no, whoever this person is, clearly now where
Fatui.
have both look.
Lady Yelan, is it time?
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert in which
Ini Yelan
case.
punya quest, aku lupa loh dalam manga.
But Lady Yelan, if.
I'm well aware. Stick to your orders and make sure we're covering all.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan.
I'll be waiting for you at the. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready. Then meet me at Yenshang Tea House.
Oke, udah selesai. Tuh, Cio sudah lah, ini dulu.
Useless. Boring.
Ah. Isi dulu. Ini bisa pilih ini.
I hope you'll be able to find the kite of.
Udah tipe masukin besok. Tipe tak bisa anjir. Tak ada apa-apa sih. Ini aja kali ini terus itu aja. Kita bisa pakai ini dong. Kita bisa tuh. Alah, ketekan tuh.
Adventure time!
Why not treat yourself to a seasonal gift from...
Useless!
Gila grafiknya mantap kali kok.
Worthless!
Paradox. Oke, satu selesai. Commission, currently watch. Commission currently watch ya? Teleport, teleport lagi gitu. Alamak, balik lagi sih.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for Ad Astra...
Dispatch. Dispatch lagi. Dispatch. Oke, ini kan udah. Kita ke healing dulu, kita healing dulu. Cari dulu, cari darah dulu. Sini tadi. Terus kita main komision dulu. Satu quest ini dulu. Quest ini belum habis ini. Olio Harbor ini kita ke Liwe. Setelah quest nanti. Udah preparing ini. Jadi thumbnail kali ya. Alamak, udah mau jadi thumbnail dulu.
And Charlotte! I never thought she'd see you.
Nice to see you again, traveler. And
Oh, we're not interrupting anything.
not at all. I wasn't in the middle of...
Reporters temper.
A kite?
Well, yes. It seems you haven't heard... Liyue Harbor is always... The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own... So, Ningguang organized... In the end...
Mechanical. But don't kites just use the...
Well, you've actually... How high and far a kite can... But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail... Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans. Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more... Right? I also... With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smooth. We also gave...
Cool.
Toys? You see, Miss could... Although kites are one of our most to me, think for a second about how remarkable it. There's an old
Tuh, aku
poem
nak
that
buat suara
goes,
Jepang,
"O
tapi
kite
harus
born of paper, flying
GB,
true and sound,
lama lagi.
a lone traveler wanders." In the past, poets from Liyue used if the people of today can derive.
That's the Kuching we know.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I also know, for example,
What about something?
more fun. My grandfather first, you, then you. Some people write down.
Are certain designs
Well,
fascinating?
the scissored-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes.
Are these commonly
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point.
Hmm.
If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Perfect! We're gonna take.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to. I almost forgot. If you're interested, the rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event.
Oh, Paimon was.
Then I'll look forward to
Yeah,
seeing
I
your
know.
performance.
You bet! See you then!
Ya, udah selesai.
Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people lurking over there? Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Something's up. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be. Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans before they even begin. You go right, Paimon will go left.
Yes. Mari kita selesai dulu ini hari ini. Oh,
It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from? You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy. Don't
lagi
think we
quest
didn't know.
job.
One bears no for the purpose of this foray into
Sabar, kalau aku quest ini ha.
You kidding?
Tak bisa dua
You
orang.
may
quest
want-
ini.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name.
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal.
Huh. Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to, we'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested
Kau
for
tahu ya lah.
impersonating a deaf guy.
preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
Buddy, if you do claim will be perhaps.
Right! Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be something.
You may recall that in order to preserve the tranquility of one's mount, in fact, the plant neither. Thus, one had no choice but to foray.
On your way,
How did you come into possession?
the young lad.
Alas, one can only.
For beings as forgiving as yourselves.
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken.
Paimon's still curious about something. Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver? It's
Sora.
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strange, with Lantern right near at hand.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite.
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain.
Cloud Retainer is a.
One surmises, however, if you do.
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
We got all worked up for now. Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out. Paimon wants to see what.
Okay. Style. Oh no.
What? Does it also have a unique?
Of course. The
Legit
Jade
temperature
Chamber
plus
symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite
dependent.
bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
Huh?
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite.
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the...
Wonderful. I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods.
Elon Wharf? Oh.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
Is Gami?
Yes. The communications
Gami.
office handles shipment. The problem is, if you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my...
You do seem really pressed for time.
Of course. Hard work deserves it. Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even...
Langsung beli loh, tak bisa beli ya.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Hey now.
No way. I'm not trying to be a sort.
That was nothing. All in a day's...
Perfect. Gaming is here. Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke.
Oh, it must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure. Go do your. Let's have a rematch when you get back.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite making materials. Plus, we didn't have.
Kite making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts. Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah? So, you here for Lantern, right?
Yep. It's always so light.
Perfect. I'm good with
Selesai nih,
directions, so
kemarin
just follow
Christmas
me.
tak
Trust me,
kerjain pula
I
ya.
know my way. Oh,
Aduh.
the ingredients are...
Order anything?
Terus New Year juga tak main.
Call Paimon out.
Nggak sering-sering main.
Don't worry, I understand. You need to pack any...
Nope. I think.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, apa ini? Iya. Ini apa ini? capek guys. Jangan dulu. Lah, tak ada suara itu.
Mitra, ai ke Burger King. Mami, papi, ai Burger King.
Yaudah Burger King langsung lah.
Wah, ai ke Mitra.
Yaudah.
Le ai si meh. Tau Mitra, si buat tau Burger King.
Papi cak dia.
Papi cak ayam Burger King, le cak capang. Mui capang, tau Greenland.
Oh, udah pakai capang.
Capang juga.
Cami
Lo
campang.
bago-bago ah. Oke, bago-bago lah.
Yaudah bago lah.
Coba ah. Sini kayak.
Komplito.
Apa? 5.
3.
Ya, pizza apa?
Mak, gabung.
3.
Gabung. Nah, mana ini? What's paper? Apa nih? Press the relevant button to use moments key to conserve moment points. Hold on the button continuously. Each move starting point card. Use the recall function to restore your objective. Hah? Oh. Apa sih ini? Ini dari mana? Oh. Ah, bisa gitu. Oh. Oke, ngerti. Terus ini bisa record dulu ini kali ya. Oke guys, ini cara main. Loh. Loh. Nah, yap. Lanjut lagi stage-nya. Press the portrait to use the skill you are controlling in this stage. Let's go. Rhythm sukses. Jadi, smoke awareness. Oke, dapat. Coba. Nah, 2 ya guys ya. Let's test lagi. Jadi kita pakai goba dulu. Goba dorong kali ya. Udah. Terus goba dorong terus ini dapat. Dapat loh. Ini dapat. Dapat, tapi tak bisa. Tak nyampe. Tak nyampe. Kalau Genshin nyampe ke sini, coba sini, terus kelinci dorong ini kan. Oke, dapat dah. Terus udah, terus coba. Oh, ke ayam. Nih ke ayam. Nah, sip. Banyak kali stage-nya. Ini kelinci dulu kali, kelinci dulu. Buat tak bisa. Coba. Nyampe, aduh. Salah satu. Ini dulu. Sana. Coba. Aduh, susah ini. Coba dulu kali harusnya. Oh, salah. Call R. Nah, terus oh enggak. Ini terus ini terus ini bab. Terus kelincinya balik. Hah? Bisa apa tak bisa? Tak bisa bareng. Nah, gue banyak guys dari point kayak push roll. Bisa dorong. Terus ini bisa dorong. Ambil kunci. Satu ambil kunci. Balik lagi. Sip. Apa lagi? 5 ya kalau gini. Nyampe. Mampus. Sampai tak? Tak nyampe lah. Kita buat naik. Coba ulang dulu. Aduh. Goba dulu, goba. Bisa naik. Kalau kelinci dulu. Oh, yang kelinci naikin dulu. Terus sedang. Terus goba. Atas. Nah. Terus. Goba. Salah. Goba. Goba bisa sampai tak? Oh, sampai juga. Banyak cara sih. Sini bisa sih. Oh, bisa nyampe. Pas dorong. Terus ini dorong dia. Oh, tak masuk. 10. Terus pada. Nah, tak. Next stage. Juicy, so juicy. Ini kita kelinci dulu. Lah salah. Oke. Nyampe. Nyampe satu lagi. Nyampe juga. Oh, nyampe. Coba balik. Alamak. Gimana ini? Oh. Ini. Tak bisa tarik. Satu lagi padahal. Coba. Stuck deh jadinya. Oh, iya ngerti. Aku ngerti. Oke kan jadikan. Shit. Ngerti, udah ngerti nih, bener ngerti, tapi terus tak bisa balik ya. Ngerti, tak bisa balik ke awal-awal ya. Shit. reset. Oke, ngerti. Jadi ini dulu. Oke, ini kan udah nih. Terus ini kita dorong turun. Terus ini kan kita tekan didorong sampai sini. Terus ini kita dorong dia lagi. Oh, enggak. Terus dorong dia juga. Nyampe. Terus dorong dia juga. Ini kita dorong dia dulu. Nah, oke, kita udah dorong nih. Terus ubah yang dorong kita. Terus kita ini pakai kunci dapatin. Nah, terus ini bisa kita dapat. Nah, terus si ini nyampe. Oh enggak, ini ke sini yang nyampe. Oke, ubah ini. Kok nggak nyampe juga? Lama ngestak ya? Oh enggak. Ini terus ini. Oke, salah satu. Harusnya itu kita dorong dia sini. Ini kita bawa. Oke. Nah. Sip. Jadi deh. Gila. Kaya deh. Oke. Satu selesai juga. Kita buat thumbnail dulu. Oke, stop recording. Oce. Satu selesai. Nanti gua upload video ini. Kita record dulu. Sekarang joyful peace. Record joyful peace. Rupanya ini Primo. Oh. Satu lap bisa 30 kali nih. Ini karakter. Top step. New version. Alamak. Bamburin. Obtain with 600. Oke. Oke, lanjut lagi kita. Oh, banyak nih Primo yang mantap. Kaya aku lama-lamain. Ada lagi? Dia masih ada lagi, Wak. Sabar. Pelan-pelan.
Useless.
Wih. pigeon turn into adapters. Oh cowok apa ini? Gua tuh challenge sekali. Ini. Yes. Sabar ya. Itulah cari sesuatu dulu. Mana ya? Tak ingat aku ini. Langsung. Oke. Lanjut lagi. Aduh, match. Match ya. Coba kita match. Not yet clear for first time random play. Coba match. Okay. Use your bumper push shot. No. Oh, you can use your other places. Accept. Okay. Let's do. Apa tuh namanya ini? Apa ini? Xiao. Oh ganti lah, kamu Xiao mau ganti Raiden dong. Okay. Prepare. Collect as many lucky as possible to score point. Use your bamboo so no other participant with any tea break they drop. Tea break they drop. Hop. Seru ini kayaknya. Tai. Dia ambil semua loh. Aduh, tak menang wak. Not bad. Aduh, kalah. Skor 1000.
Peace prevails throughout the land, and all things are made new, as buds in the spring. This is an auspicious.
To the top first time. Lagi. Okay. The more follow you possess, the higher score when balance, and you can use the following gain follow, gaining, holding on. Huh? For a few rise, turn platform, stay on the platform, contest, gain follow. Sometimes lose follow the means. Oh, okay. larinya aja. Rosaria. Kalau malam dia larinya laju. Satu orang satu.
I see how it is. What a nuisance.
Oh boy.
I see how it is.
Get out of my way.
What a nuisance.
Tak menang, taik dikit lagi. Satu tiga.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Sampai mana lagi questnya? Udah selesai? Oh, belum selesai nih. 10.500. Oh, bisa kena cok. Oh.
The hero's valor ripples through his robes.
Oke, kita dapat skin baru. Mana sih? Story, bukan story, masuk.
I never embark on a journey without my. Good. Oh, good morning. I am what you will find. I always have to. There aren't many records, and when I have great respect for Lady Bay. I've come. Have you heard that
Banyak kali, cok. Bukan ini aku mau, cok. Harus. Oh, ini dia. Wait.
It's quite difficult to.
Bintang 4, tak ada bintang 5 ya? Last terakhir ini. Oh enggak, masih ada 2 lagi. Tai. -1. Challenge stop particular effort super spicy favorite that continuous mildness. Score will be safe zone will also appear to enter them to avoid effect super spicy spirit. Okay. Will appear if we collect them to gain. Okay. Super spicy walk hay will explode across the super arena area. You will receive warning before supposed to appear. You are unable to. If you are unable to avoid it, walk hay shockwave you will hit. Just start. Okay. Sip. Hey. Wis. Udah jago nih. Pakai Xiao aja lah, tak tahu pakai apa lagi. Ayo Syah, ayo Syah. Ah, baru entering loh.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Ah, ini last challenge ini. Ayo.
Get out of my way!
Gigi. Not bad. Duh, maintain highest minus 300 kok. Tai. Ini apa? Agak banyak. Kok warnanya beda? Guys, full. Lah belum ini cok total score. Main lagi berarti. Main lagi berarti. Ini kali bikin banyak. Harus sampai 6.000 ya guys.
of my way. Well. Get out of my way. Well.
Aduh, tai. Lima tujuh, Cok. Ayo kejar, 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 kejar. Walan, Kong. Suy, 280. Beda sedikit lagi. Mantap, 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 mantap. Wah, 155. Ya, lumayan lah. Ribu, butuh 6.000 ya. Apa lagi? 5.500. Ntar lagi ya. 6.000 dikit lagi. 1.000 lagi sih. One character. Ajak ningguang. Ajak ningguang. Oh, ini karakter unlock anjir. Astaga. Ini new karakter, Cok. Oh, bisa. Aduh, salah. Ya, salah dong. Ya, salah. Ya, aku kira cuman ya constellationnya naik dong. Ya, tuh salah, Cok. Tai lah. Mending aku ambil hero baru, karakter baru itu. Ya sudah. Ya sudah. Aku kira, aduh, tai.
of my way. Huh.
Venture time.
Hai. Sini lagi. Ya naiknya tinggi dong. Salah 1000 tak? 1005 lah paling. Oh 1003.
The damned
Bila
will sooner
200.
die again than lay a hand on me.
Benny's adventure team.
Nah. Aduh. พี่ bro เก่งพี่ Ê, cái tiền có bên bằng tiền. Nè, chắc này nè. Eh, not yet. Not complete the base spring. Audience best spring. Audience. Story quest. Ah.
We do.
We've been to so many places lately. What do you say we take a day off from adventuring and just find somewhere nice to relax? Let Paimon think. Where are some nice places we could go? Oh, why don't we pay Cloud Retainer a visit at Mount Outsong? It's been a while since we last saw that illuminated bird. She's always the one popping up out of nowhere and scaring us half to death. So let's... Here we are, right outside her place. Do you still remember the first time we came here? And when we told her that Rex Lapis had been assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Link. We probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've... Huh? Traveler? Did something catch... Whoa. What a pretty lady. Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer? Yeah, you're... Okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically friends by association. Helping you make more connections is a part of... hello? Paimon is Paimon!
You two... What is this tomfoolery? Has the shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
Wait, you're... You're the illuminated bird?
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
So, you're indulging now because...
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some disciples at Liyue Harbor.
You? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all the... Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up in...
Oh? So you have taken care to follow the proper rules of etiquette after all.
Well, this is all Paimon's got.
One has never found oneself lack...
That kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty for trying to keep them for herself. Ah, right.
One plan to... However, one would first inquire as to the reason behind your visit here.
Yeah, we...
If there are no...
That's great!
Ganyu has been quite busy with work as of late. Sajaha has also secured employment recently. In her correspondence with me, she wrote that she shall have no need to return for the foreseeable future. Huh. Did they think one was so easily mollified? One shall investigate everything with one's own eyes and decide for oneself if their living conditions are satisfactory.
will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer like this. Guess we have no idea if Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go? Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here.
But why?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself. One does not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously via you two shall suffice.
Fair enough.
Cloud Retainer?
Oh, busted.
Is that lady someone you know, Ms. Ganyu? She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huixin, but could we delay the upcoming meeting for a little bit? I believe my schedule today is quite full. Although... Oh, not to worry. Thank you.
It's been a while, Ganyu.
Greetings. What brings you here today? And Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time since I...
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this Cloud Retainer of whom you speak.
Huh?
Seems she's not buying it.
That was but a simple test. One didn't...
But recognizing...
One was simply passing by while attending to some important...
Wait, Paimon wasn't aware of it. Cloud Retainer's right. We've still got some...
Oh, is...
one simply...
I understand.
While one acknowledges the amount... it still makes one nostalgic to see you as you...
Cloud
If you insist.
Wow. You've been to... Also, forgive me for my presumptuous...
A human name?
You really think so?
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements. One would...
Can you?
An adeptus...
Oh, that's...
Actually, those...
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
And what of it? Did
Not exactly.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of her past can only be found in ancient texts. It is said that once, a long, long time ago, there was a severe drought in Liyue. Left with no choice, many people left their homes, while others spent day and night praying to the Adepti. Although I did not live through such tragedy, simply reading about it is enough to gain a visceral understanding. On top of the drought, a noxious gas also began. The books had, upon arrival, the
That's incredible.
Mortal records.
Even so, you stuck. Oh, Paimon.
How laughable. Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that, moreover...
That?
There is no cause for concern. Oneman rest...
I see.
Huh?
Can...
You may return.
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please, take care. Travel...
See you around... Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think? As soon as you mentioned important business to attend to, Paimon realized that you were...
No, in fact, it was not an excuse. One...
You get what I'm... Yeah, how can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the present. Oh, you do it. No.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering, if...
What would you like to order?
2 servings of more meat to go. Good chat.
Welcome. It's been a while.
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and...
this...
Master?
Huh?
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able...
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take.
Kok bisa?
Is something the matter, Matt?
Hardly. Hardly. One simply learned of your employment from your...
And check out the great food.
Indeed.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. The lunch rush isn't in yet. Go ahead.
Thank you, Chef.
Weh. Sabar, Cok. Gang loh.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Wow. Leo's really got a lot going for it.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
Should I save this money or invest it?
Wow. Leo's really got a lot going for it.
Let me tell you how it is.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
Those memories. So dark.
Leo's really got a lot going for it.
Alamak, ketinggalan satu lagi. Iya. Nah, ayo naik lagi. Mana kita?
It is just as one expected. The owner of Wanmin Restaurant is indeed a most reasonable and accommodating human. Still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
It's been manageable so far. I sometimes run into strange people, but I have figured out a way to deal with them.
Seems like you've been making progress. So by dealing with them, you mean...
First, I try to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work, I threaten them with violence. At this point, they usually decide they are in favor of a civil conversation.
Oh, how should Paimon put this?
Oh, a sensible plan. One is gladdened to see you integrate so well into human society.
And you, Master? How have you been?
Simply marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely enjoyed your presence recently, one has hardly found the pleasure of one's own company to be lacking.
I see. Oh, just as expected of Master. I have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work has been busy lately, I've already had a conversation with
Oh, whoa.
By the way...
Indeed.
Ganyu told us that...
I see. In that case, allow me to also share a story about Master's past.
Oh?
Is that a problem?
No, not a problem. One was simply caught off guard. But no matter. Please, proceed. One is most curious to see how much of one's own conversational prowess you...
Master once in response.
Huh. What kind of device was it?
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it called again? Oh, and
Oh, it bought. Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the final stretch. Truly a most unfortunate turn of events. Anyway, do go on, Shenhe.
Master, that was the end of that story.
Is that so?
Have you been
lonely? 'Tis a most What is the reason for that look upon your
It's just a little bit.
To me, they are.
This is not to say.
She got like. What?
Do you have any empty tables?
Empty table?
Hey there, could we get another fish stew?
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
Alright, good luck with the lunch.
Mm-hmm.
So much yummy food! Paimon's gonna feast!
One is fond. The dishes here demonstrate no shortage of culinary skill.
Everything's so tasty! A bit too hot at times, but still super tasty.
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are full.
Shall we try somewhere else, Granny?
But it smells.
Well, you.
Okay, Excuse me. Would you mind letting us share a table with you? There are no empty tables left, so... Ah, well, Paimon doesn't mind. What about you guys? Great! Thanks so much. Granny? Yep. Is... No! Yeah. A lot of people compliment Granny on... Granny? Why don't you take a seat? Come on, it's not polite to stare.
Huh.
No.
'Tis a fated meeting, then. Please, take a seat.
What would you like to eat, Granny?
I want...
No, not this again. Granny, there's no braised earthworms on the... Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds weird. Do people actually eat that? Right, that's what Pipe... Need any help? Thanks, that's nice of you to offer. Granny has pretty bad dementia, so her memory's getting worse all the time. She's always... Actually, her memory's been bad ever since I was They died young. Oh, but it's okay. Don't feel bad. Granny loves me a lot, and I love her a lot. Wow. You're too kind.
And me? Oh, what about me?
You're tough too, Granny. Plus, you're really gentle, and you're always there for me.
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. Wait, what was that really important thing again? Ah, I remember now. It was a dream. I had...
Huh?
It was just a dream, so I forgot about it. But I'm in a good mood now, and somehow I remembered it again. Ah, you know, I believe I've had this dream a great many times. But just how many times
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Does that mean you're possessed?
Unlikely. Her eyes are clear, and her breathing remains calm and level. One sees no...
Are you sure?
Who do you take me for? Is one not an adept? Am I not an expert?
Huh, you're right. Paimon almost forgot you're the expert.
Not anymore.
A younger version of Granny? This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on here?
As once said, fate must have brought us together. You may leave the situation to me.
Are you sure? Paimon's Paimon.
Just Shenyun is fine.
Thank you all so much for offering to help. But for— Oh, we don't need any payment for this. Thank you so much. You're welcome. But Miss Shenyun, what exactly can we do to help out this granny? All we have to go—
That is elementary. Since her dreams
Huh.
portray her younger self, then we shall retrace.
Sounds like a plan. So, Granny— Why, of course I do. Okay, Once, when I was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist heroine who saved loads of people from a disaster. If it's true, a martial arts heroine.
Banyak cowok ceritanya. Astaga.
Are you leaving?
Tak bisa habis loh.
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, while Yuendai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have—
Street word rambler? Oh, you mean Madam Ping!
Precisely.
Aduh, sakit perut aku, Cok.
Always wanted to try this place.
Habis Cok sini tadi, astaga.
Useless.
Mana sih ini?
Useless.
Singchu. Wajah Singchu. Kira cewek, Cok.
Huh. It's you two. What brings you here?
Shincho! Great, we found you! We wanted to ask you about something.
That's not a whole lot of information to go off of. I don't know if I can say for sure. I can't pin—
Nameless—
That's right. All they knew was that after the
kira dia
drought
ganti
and
baju.
the way this
Enggak.
name—
Thanks a lot!
It's nothing at all.
Well, Paimon's still—
Let me perhaps the real-life heroine who inspired— It's rare for a chivalric— I've never understood—
We'll be sure to tell you if we manage—
That's a deal. Perhaps, behind the truth of it all, there lies a story more fantastical than any work of fiction.
Paimon feels like we just learned so much from Shincho. A drought, a nameless heroine, a life of seclusion. Wait, why does the story sound super familiar? Oh, right! There's a drought in this story, too! Shincho, are droughts super common in Liyue or something?
Well, they used to be. But people have long since developed methods to prevent them, like by cultivating the soil or digging canals. So while droughts do happen from time to time, they are rarely regarded as true disasters. The drought 50 years ago is probably one of the worst we've had in the last several centuries. The crops withered, the streams ran dry, and the monsters in the mountains became rabid and agitated. Countless caravans were attacked, and people who lost their homes came together to form bandit groups. What started as a natural disaster soon became a human tragedy as well.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, and that's exactly why the nameless heroine was so beloved. Still, they say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe. Do you have any other
We're good for now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Xianyan and the others again. Paimon hopes that Granny, you and I will be able. Anyway, we'll be off now. See you some other time.
It's no problem.
Oke, masih panjang ceritanya, Cok. Aduh, baru X1. Nah, selesai tugas ini, Cok. Tapi lama kali, Cok. Astaga. Yang atas ya?
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd. The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Ada nenek-nenek itu ya?
I have recorded the tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you.
Oh, thank you. Straight word, Ping. What has amused you so?
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought so...
Time has little bearing on one's existence.
Oh, why so formal all of a sudden?
Well, approximately how much more would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor?
It does not require as much as you may
Cloud Retainer, Madam Ping!
Nothing save for some trivial matters.
Shinto has a theory.
Do not be troubled, young lady. Here, have some tea.
Some tea.
Thank you so. What do you think, Shuyu? Does it match up with what? According to the story, the nameless heroine eventually fell in love with an exorcist from. I don't have many memories of him, but there was this one time I found a box in her attic full of a bunch of weird sigils.
Sigils?
I think so too. Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What mar? It's as if I was taking a stroll in the mountains.
Is that so? Then please drink as much as you like.
Thank you.
Okay, sure thing. I have a secret I want to tell you.
Apa tuh? Apa tuh?
What's wrong? Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask ever since we started talking in the restaurant. But are you guys all adepti in this? Oh! How about that? Well, you guys just seem super special. Plus, I think I might have heard Miss Shen Yun call herself an adeptus. Must have been a slip of the tongue. Shen Yun, since you were the one.
One is indeed an adeptus. It.
Huh? I knew it. Well, one time when I was a little kid, I saw a pure white illuminated crane. I had this super high fever, and Granny wasn't around. I was feeling all icky and gross. But then, this snowy white, she put me on her back and flew me to her cool adeptus house and fed me some sort of magic potion. When I woke up, I was already back in my bed. I really wanted to thank her, but I was too sleepy to stay awake, so I never got the chance. So, I just kind of wanted to ask if maybe any of you have a pure white illuminated crane? Have you ever met one that's pure white, Cloud Retainer?
Never has one met an adeptus with such features. Once or.
That's weird. Was it really? Well, even if it was just in my head, it doesn't matter that much anyway. All I really want is to help Granny recover her memories. Leave it to us! Now that we know the 3 locations, let's go to Wangshu-in! Okay, I'll go get...
Baik, itu dia, Cok. Pure white. Iya dong. Wangshu-in. Kemana, Cok, jauh kali? Buset. Jauh sangat. Jauh sangat. Jauh sangat.
Wangshu-in. Wangshu-in.
Do you remember this place?
Yes. The fish here is very delicious. And if you look out into the distance, you can always spot a bird that's been left. I believe I used to have a room here. It had a window.
I'll come with. Paimon's still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so familiar with this place, that must mean she lived here, right?
Ooh, so.
What are you doing here all of a sudden? You scared the living...
I sensed a non-human presence and decided to come take a look. If you're here, then there's likely no trouble afoot. It's been a while, Cloud Retainer. I see you have returned to your previous form. I have indeed. I fought alongside her in this form on many occasions during the Archon War.
Oh, wow! What was she like during the war? Oh, wait, let Paimon take a guess. Was it anything like this?
Behold, the glory of one's newest invention, the Bang Bang Continuous Fire Mechanism. Hands up and surrender, or be prepared to face the full might of the Adepti.
An impressive imitation.
Paimon knows her all too well.
Even so, Cloud Retainer was not always as ostentatious as you describe. You may be the Archon War reached its peak after Guizhong's death. The Cloud Retainer who fought beside me in those devastating battles was taciturn and soft.
Cloud Retainer who barely talks? Paimon can't picture it. But what happened after that? If you were so powerful in your human form, why did you decide to take up your bird form?
Once one had bid farewell to the world of mortals, what use would one still have when dwelling between mountain and forest, away from the struggles and troubles?
After the war, Cloud Retainer retired to Mount Outsong, only revealing herself to... Although I do believe there was an occasion some 30-odd years ago.
One believes there is little need to relive by...
Granny, are you okay? Back then...
Perhaps this conversation should end here. Should you encounter any trouble, you need only call my name. However, given that you are traveling with Cloud Retainer, I trust you are in good hands.
Hilang ya.
Everyone! I think Granny is finally beginning to remember her.
Slowly now, calm your mind and recount what has been recalled.
A long time ago, I stayed here.
Huh. So what Shinjo said was true! You did fall ill! Was that why you went into hiding?
I don't remember. I'm very sorry, but I can't even remember the name of my illness. The only thing I can remember is that it took a great toll on me, and there was no cure for it. I was confined to my room in Wangshu Inn, where I spent many days unconscious. I'd come to every once in a while and stare at the migrating birds outside the window. It was a solemn sight. I remember crying, but I'm not even sure I knew why. One day, I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he sold me a bottle of soul-revitalizing tea pills. He told me that the pills were concocted using...
Wait, but if your illness remained dormant and it was all thanks to the...
I'm sorry, I don't. Oh, hey! Oh, fret not, dear child.
The recovery of a person's memories is a gradual...
Next location.
Jue Yun
There
Crush.
isn't really a landmark there, so where should we start? Oh! After all, if she was there for any length of time, then she would have stayed somewhere, right?
Waduh. Kurang banyak, bos. Anjir, wah, kayak mana aku travel sana? Aduh, sini aja lah. Ke sebelah sana dulu.
Boring.
Jadi penasaran ini.
Paimon sees an abandoned house. Why don't we take a break over there?
This place. Did you remember something, Granny? I remember. Shuyu. It was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind us in hot pursuit. I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains came on, so we took refuge in this. I remember that night.
Astaga, masih muda
I
kali ya.
remember falling to my knees, reciting a prayer over. I alone am the source of this sin. Punish me as you wish for forsaking my oath.
Sin? Oath?
I don't know. I don't remember. I only remember praying in the darkness with all my strength until the sun finally rose again. Eventually, The house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries. That baby was your father. I remember I clutched him tight to my chest and wept tears of joy.
My dad?
He was my pride and joy, and so are you, Shuyu. But you're always going to be different from me. Why? I don't care what. You're too sweet, Shuyu. I'm lucky to have you with. All right. Let's not stand around any longer. There's.
Ah, one place. Ada
If
dua
one
kan?
recalls correctly, the next place should be Qingyun Peak. You
Loh.
and I, how fares your health?
Langsung dapat loh. Mana satu lagi? Sini ya. Langsung jago kali aku. Pam 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 pam. Ini ke atas ya? Tak ada apa-apa sih. Dah lewat. Tepom.
We're finally here. Does this place feel familiar to you?
Let me see.
Oh, indah kali buat Genshin ini.
Strange. Have I lived here before? When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of them. But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just...
But did the stories get it wrong then? Yeah, that's true. But Paimon was hoping...
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
It's alright. We're not going to give...
Thank you. Huh? That way. What's that mountain?
Oh, let Paimon look! Huh?
Outsang?
Isn't that Mount Outsang? Looks like we've come...
Mount Outsang. Mount Outsang.
Granny, are you okay? Don't push yourself, Granny. It's okay if you can't remember. You shouldn't...
Mount Outsang.
Mount Outsang holds some familiar.
It does, but
Are you feeling on?
My head. It feels all heavy and...
Cloud... Miss Yenyun, is there anything you can do?
Cloud.
Let us go to Mount Outsang.
But...
Fret not, all will be well. You and I, you have already given more than enough to the pursuit. You may leave the rest to me. I've prepared something that can aid you in suppressing the fear in your heart and restoring your lost memories.
Wait, really?
I never leave anything to chance. All will reveal itself when we arrive.
Kayaknya udah mau selesai nih. Cium, pom 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 aja. Apa tak mau sampai ke bawah? Ikan ada ikan. Shung.
Come on, just tell Paimon already! What's this?
Here, this is it.
Huh? But isn't this the mechanism that you were tinkering with when we first got here?
Precisely. A recent one at that. I am most pleased with the result. I call it the
Suspension
somnium
mechanism.
It periodically
Suspension
releases a
mechanism.
soft breeze, which when paired with a gentle adeptal tune, soothing agitation.
Oh, we could have come to Mount Outsang right off the bat and saved Paimon.
How preposterous. Had you and I not recalled much of her, we Adepti can only help those who first resolve to help themselves. Had she lacked...
Paimon thinks she can...
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal tune is required to take full advantage of the mechanism. One secured such a tune from Streetward Rambler.
Oh, Paimon can feel what you mean. Paimon's body feels light as a feather. It's as if she's lying down on a warm patch of grass, After a
And you and I, is the It appears she has already succumbed to the depths of reverie. Come.
The drought is over. But why do you look like you want to cry?
The potion. It's nearly run its course.
Masih muda, Pak.
I've never regretted meeting you. Not even for a second.
Please. Please, no. Have you forgotten? This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning dew. Perfectly This is your home. This is where you belong. You should have never left. The you of the past. The me from not that long ago.
Lah. Dia ada Kai.
So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so...
Granny! Granny, are you okay?
Cloud Retainer.
Your memories have...
Wait, did you just call her? But you already knew each other?
Yes. Granny, please don't cry. Oh, don't worry, my dear child. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Huh?
It's all come back to me now. The most important...
One can sense the guilt that now plagues your conscience. Reclaim...
No, it's okay. Now that I've remembered, I must show you. Everyone. I cannot think...
Please, Granny, don't force yourself.
I know, dear child. My feelings for you are exactly the same. Some time ago, I made a terrible...
Is this the sin that you mentioned?
I am, in truth, not a human being. My real form, one that I spent many, many years living on Mount Outsong, bathing in the soft breeze and drinking the sweet dew of the mountains. At some point, I somehow gained wisdom and sentience. The Lord of the Mountain, Cloud Retainer, became aware of my existence, and though she never took me on as a formal disciple, I always saw her as my master. Whenever she took out her tools, I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right.
50 years ago?
Oh.
That's right. Master regaled me with many stories of her past deeds. From them, I learned how she was the one I looked up to the most. More than anything, I dreamt of becoming an adeptus like her. I wanted to travel the land like she, but I was still far from being a real adeptus. I possessed no ability to take on human form and fit in with the crowd. Once she learned of my desires, she warned me that the potion's effects would only last 10 years. And if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time, I would forever forget my past as a crane and become something neither human, beast,
As any
nor
adeptus.
Oh no. So that was the source of your dementia all...
Was it because of Grandpa? Indeed, I fell in love. Though he was human, he had spent his entire life training on Mount Tianheng. When we met, it was not only my first foray into the world below, but his as well. Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, you'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, he cared deeply about the world and wanted more than anything. I could not help but fall for him.
Astaga, dari
But
tadi.
my time continued
Tolol.
to tick away. Oh no, I committed an offense.
Tahun yang lalu.
I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering. I knew I had betrayed Master's hopes, but I was too ashamed to face her. I was convinced that she would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face. But that was only the beginning of my troubles. I began to suffer from a strange illness. My memories became hazy and confused. Along with my memories as a crane, I soon forgot the true cause of my suffering as well. Looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was such a
Granny!
coincidence. Why did I ever think it was a coincidence? Tea pills concocted using the blood of an adeptus? Master, don't tell...
Human custom would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's progeny is wedded.
So when I tried to conceal my name and mistakes from the world and hide myself away in perpetuity, the only person I managed to deceive was myself.
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness for a particular game. You would hide yourself among a group of wild cranes and ask one to pick you out from among the flock. One found you with such ease every time. 'Tis a truth,
Wait! Paimon! So, Cloud Retainer, you found Yuendai again? But how?
Well, what happened to that?
Perhaps it is now time for...
Apa nih? Loh. Astaga.
One was furious upon receiving your letter. Seized with anger, one set out to bring you to your senses.
Apa sih? Kemana? Wah.
In truth, one had more than a few misgivings about your chosen partner. As an exorcist, his talent was lacking, but soon one came to appreciate the devotion he bestowed upon you, wishing to grant you a life without. As for how to deliver them, one took great care to alter one's features and select the appropriate attire.
Oh, dia.
Only after meticulous scrutiny, as one expected, you were most... One was quite torn.
Gimana, Cok? Apa sih?
Nevertheless, what would speak to you about another matter,
Sabar.
if you are amenable? Even considering your loss of memory, one was simply flabbergasted that you could so easily forget the consequences of consuming medicine infused with adeptal blood. Its proclivity to attract monsters is hardly that complicated of a concept to remember. To think that you tried to travel while weak from sickness and heavy with child. Had one not intervened to clear the fog, all of you would have been lost during the night.
Bagus sih skillnya. Cuman apa
Gray clouds converge. Skyward.
Oh no.
Ho. Skyward. Scatter. Scatter. Skyward. Seize the skies.
Tai.
Scatter. Those monsters would hardly have pursued you with such ferocity. Sad godly remains, in turn. One was, after all, an active participant in the Archon War. Some of the gods were likely shattered by contraptions of one's very making.
Oh, dia yang
In the end,
selamatin, Cok.
one was relieved to see you endure through the night. At the break of dawn, one heard an infant's cry pierce through the air, and one saw you to see you happy.
Oh, ngerti sekarang, Cok. Dia selamatin dia pas ini rumahnya itu. Oh.
Skyward! Now you should have a complete understanding of the
Alamak.
events.
Wait,
Oh.
but if that's true, then the crane who took care of me when I was sick must also be...
Ah, one had almost neglected to recount the absurdities of that tale.
Oh.
Yeah! Skyward!
Salah, Cok.
Yeah! Skyward!
Apa itu?
Just as Yuendai troubled one with her antics, so did you give one many a headache. Upon finding you burning with fever, one made plans to bring you back to one's abode for treatment. However, upon seeing one's form, when one asked you why, apparently you believed that one could not possibly be a true adeptus, because all illuminated cranes are one had no choice but to apply powder to one's body to conceal the variegated nature of one's appearance.
Siapa itu? Itu Cloud Retainer yang
It bears
kasih.
mentioning, however, that as a crane, Yuendai was nearly entirely pure white and perhaps fate.
Apa sih? Jadi yang itu si Cloud Retainer atau Yondai?
Now all has... One owes you an apology, Yuendai. One recognized you upon your very entrance. One has always viewed you as a disciple of equal. Still, one could not reveal your identity right away. Had one memories are most meaningful when recalled by those who live.
Master, I must
Udah
ask.
tua ya.
If you found me all those years ago, why did you leave me be, even though you knew about my mistake? Why did...
One has never regarded your action as a mistake. When it is time for one's progeny to leave the nest, it is the responsibility of an elder to let them fly free. Yet, when your wings grow weary, 'tis a refuge referred to by many a name in mortal writing.
Home, nest, and heaven.
Home, nest, haven.
A haven.
What? One speaks, of course, of a place not One expects you to have sensed the
terus.
40 years ago, you chose a path without a future. Though one used one's own blood to provide you with a... Even the power of an adeptus has its limits. Had your condition... Fortunately, you were able to avoid that scenario by reclaiming your memories. Though one sped the process along by providing some...
So, what's...
One will help her reclaim her original form as a wild crane.
Alamak.
If it be fated, she may recover her sentience one day.
Alamak.
She's gotta go back to being a regular crane, huh?
Master, you've already done more than it. I don't know how I could possibly repay your kindness. This is a better result than I could have ever hoped for.
Not long.
Granny? Please don't leave, okay?
Don't be sad, dear child. Granny has led a wonderful life. Don't forget to eat well, okay? A growing young lady like yourself.
I promise, Granny.
Good girl. Good girl. Don't worry. It's not goodbye forever. I won't stop until I can turn into a human without having to rely on anything but my own power. When that day comes, we'll be... That's a good girl. Even though we won't see each other for a little while, as long as...
I'll eat well, Granny. I promise. And I'll...
That's a good girl. Then... I'm so sorry, Master.
Alamak. Jadi gimana nih endingnya? Oh.
Shiryu.
Let her be. At her age, crying is a natural, if not fitting response. Tears are a necessary part of maturation. Sometimes there is scarcely a... Now that the issue has been resolved, you should also take a moment to relax. Give yourself some...
Ya. Kasihan dong. Loh, animasi, Cok. Manusianya bagus malah. Selesai, guys. Lanjut story. Kayaknya ada egg lagi. Lah udah. Lah. Udah. Cepat kali trainingnya. Baru berapa detik? Baru berapa menit, Bang? Aduh. Oi, traveler. Enggak, satu lagi, tak tahu, kita kenal dulu.
I always believed we would see each other again, that our days of separation would finally end, and all my troubles would be behind me.
Gimanakah satu lagi? Oh, itu belum min satu lagi. Oh, ether. Ether.
If only things could stay this way forever.
Oh, enggak, belum ya.
A nightmare? Curious. If you're relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
It was a good dream. It's just...
Oh, belum ya.
You weren't ready to wake up.
Kok dipanggil gitu? Ceritanya kan beda ya. Atau sama?
Eloquent as one may be, words of comfort are not one's strong suit. You are doing all you can. One can see your strength of will, your fearlessness in the face of danger. And so, whatever your dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it.
Yeah.
Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you, or you
Dia
become
masih banyak
weary,
lagi deh.
one is always here for you.
Bakalan gacha gak sih?
As an elder, it is only right to look out for the young ones.
Paimon.
Was Paimon sleeping just now? Oh. Madam... Oh, Shiryu, you're awake. I feel... a little... Madam, Adeptus? Could I,
Oh. And
I know Granny thought what she did back then was wrong. She felt, but... without that mistake, I would have never... Even though Granny lost her memories, she never forgot to show me how much she loved me. I could become a cool Adeptus like you, and help a whole...
Upon some reflection, one supposes you are no mere mortal. The fact that Yuandai's blood flows through your veins is proof enough of that. If this is what you desire.
Thank you so much, Madam Adeptus.
Oh.
Chuyu, are you sure? But Paimon's gonna let you in on a little secret. We've seen Cloud Retainer's 2 other disciples, and they pretty much eat nothing but bitter herbs like chin-chin and... If you join them, you'll never enjoy One-Man Restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
How utterly preposterous. Every individual must find their own path to enlightenment. So,
Well, you say that, but Paimon's not seeing any tasty treats up here now, ish.
although Mount Outsong is rich in natural beauty, its location does. That is precisely why one plans to relocate to Liyue Harbor. Shuyu shall have the honor of becoming one's.
Whoa, you're leaving Mount Outsong?
One has never concerned one's. Yet in the end,
ngerti.
all of one's
Oh, pantas
disciples
ditanya.
ended up. One has reflected on
Ditanya
this
berapa
fact
banyak
for
orang.
many years now. One is most. Why are you all so?
Paimon is, just a bit shocked.
One has precious little time to squander. However, if one finds oneself otherwise one will be assuming.
Don't worry, we'll help you keep it. So, when can...
Perhaps in 2 days' time. One has already picked out a handsome property.
Seems like you've really thought of everything. Then how about...
A sensible plan. See you. Oh, also, why don't you take this
suspense
mechanism as a
mechanism.
souvenir? Anytime you should feel ill at ease in the future, you may try.
Oh, dapat satu lumayan.
Hey, didn't we promise Shincho
Terus
that we'd
dapat
tell him
satu.
what we found out? Should we make a trip to the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
For 2 days
It's
later.
totally up to you.
2 days later. What the hell? 2 days ya. Tomorrow. Ada ya after tomorrow. Aduh. Dah siap. Mana lagi? Mari kita ke harbor. Aduh, udah berapa lama aku main ini cowok satu quest. Udah mau seharian lu. Harus dari pagi mainnya. Besok pagi lah ya.
Your concerns are excessive and unfounded. This.
To be quite honest, in what way are any of these ordinary? I have to be careful. Yes.
We're here, Cloud. Miss...
Ah, perfect timing. This ignoramus is questioning the authenticity of my wares. I'll have you know, these items have remained untouched in my personal collection for several hundred years. To question...
Several...
Indeed. They're family heirlooms, you see. Passed down over many generations.
Yep, they've definitely been around a while.
Hear that? Had I not found myself in need of Mora, I would scarcely have had the heart to part with them. Indeed, you should consider it an honor to even have the opportunity to behold them with your own eyes. Doubt their authenticity any further, and I may just decide to
Whoa! Please don't go! I apologize for any insult, miss. You see, I know full well that I lack the knowledge to judge the true worth of these items.
An expert, you say? Very well. I will wait for a little while longer then. Traveler, Paimon, this is my new residence.
Oh.
If you have cause to see...
Master! Oh, it's you two again. Shuyu! You got a new...
Baju baru.
Master made it for me. Huh? You know how to make clothes?
Do I know how to make clothes? With the support of the proper mechanism, sewing...
Master, I brought in most of my stuff. There's a few boxes left, but they're kind of heavy, so...
Fret not. I shall help you move them into your room.
Actually, I should probably, sort through my stuff a bit first.
It appears my young apprentice has her own fair share of secrets. No matter. Do what you must. Now, this expert you mentioned.
Soon. Here, allow me to make some introductions.
Zhongli.
This is Mr. Zhongli. Oh, Mr. Zhongli, this is Miss Shen Yun. She's the one who's looking to sell the collection of valuables.
Zhongli.
Ah, if it isn't Miss Shen Yun. It has been quite some... Quite well, thank you. I was fortunate enough...
Zhongli.
So you two are...
Indeed.
Aduh,
How
goblok mana
fortunate we are
Zhongli
that
loh.
fate has-
Aduh, aku mau dapatin
You
Zhongli
are
loh.
too
Kapan bisa
kind,
dapat
Mr.
Zhongli?
Zhongli. True collectors pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge and eye for...
Why?
Not...
While I am loath to... You two already...
Miss Shen Yun speaks the truth.
Say no more. Let us depart.
I jest. What fool would still harbor doubts after Mr. Zhongli himself has vouched? I deeply apologize for doubting you. So, Mr. Zhongli, could you
There is no cause for concern. They are indeed rare and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. Though one may not immediately perceive its purpose, its structure and appearance are exquisite enough to merit it. The same can be said for this one here. Few could hope to possess an item that so perfectly blends. I am sure you have heard from your travels that the study of mechanisms is among the most wondrous arts in this world. With that in mind...
All right. Since I hired you as my consultant, Mr. Zhongli, I shall, of course, trust your good opinion. Then, in that case, Miss Shen Yun, I'll take the lot. However, since the final sum is quite large, how about we start...
The Northland Bank? Huh. Oh, you refer to the fiduciary
Fiduciary
house.
house.
I fear people only use the term bank nowadays. In that case, I'll be off for now. I'll return to collect the goods once you've received the funds.
Oh, dapat duit dia.
My friends, have you been doing well?
My friend.
We've been great.
My days have been... As for you, Miss...
I must say, the name Shenyun sounds exceedingly strange coming from you. Perhaps you could dispense of that particular...
Whatever for. Am I not addressing you as a friend?
Well, that is... Alas, refer to me however you...
It would seem that you have gained many valuable insights over the years, Cloud
Cloud
Retainer.
Retainer.
One
Yes.
has indeed. One's previous days were
cocok
all
ini.
brief. Now that one... This city is much changed from how it was more than a...
Not unlike the ocean tides, so too shall the movement of people ebb and flow. From
Alright, that's enough reflection for one day. No need to get all sentimental.
You make a valid point, Paimon. Now that the sale has concluded...
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud Retainer, but I once tried my hand at that dish. You were at the
Oh?
It was a reunion between friends several centuries ago. Alas, you must...
Hardly. 'Twas most certain. It is settled then. Bamboo shoot soup, mora meat, crab roe tofu, triple layered consomme. One has already passed word to Shenhe and Ganyu to make a reservation. It is prime time for them to meet one's newest disciple.
It should be a most splendid occasion.
Shu Yu, come now, it is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman over here is Mr. Zhang.
A humble employee of Wang Xiong Funeral
Humble
Parlor.
employee.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Zhang. That should be everyone, right?
Mau hafal
Sounds
dia.
good. Actually, Master, have you ever tried Adeptus' temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating after even just one bite. You know,
That sounds rather implausible. Although...
Huh? Why are you all walking so fast? Hey, wait for Paimon! Hey, wait up!
Oh, habis kayak Act 1 ini. Waduh. Habis. Oh, lanjut lagi Act 2. Dah, questnya selesai. Oh, selesai. Tak. Oke, questnya selesai, guys. Lanjut lagi kita. Ini enggak ini. Ini belum. Hah? They haven't complete the Orius best in spring. Apa sih? Inozuma. Aduh, kenapa banyak kali, cowok? Lemak masih banyak. Nanti aja lah itu. Tai, aku udah panjang-panjang gini. Nah, festival fair aja lah ini dulu. Dapatin 30. Lemak. Kayak mana ke sana, cowok? Ini kemana lagi? Wala. Oh. Siapa tuh? The local habitus. Please speak. You may claim wonders plus get rid one. Kan? Once inside the pearl, you can go anywhere you please. You can hold the jump to do this. Coba. Mana? Hah? Gitu. Apa sih? Use your tool to mine. Apa sih? Gimana? Oh, T anjing. Astaga, T cowok. Tai.
Oh, you're back. Jeez, guys, where'd you go? One moment you were there, the next you disappeared. You scared the life out of me.
Coming.
We're so sorry. We were just, it's kinda hard to explain.
Jongli juga ini.
Fair enough. Well, the mountain road is pretty hazardous, and...
Oh my god. Wow, masih gede lagi cok dunianya. Oh alan, gede banget masih. Wah. Belum habis, wah. Sebelah sini aja aku belum selesai questnya. Available. Udah full.
Got it. Let's keep going.
Oh, the docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there. Wait, get behind me. I'll handle this.
I got careful.
Shine down.
To my hammer. Another test subject.
Coba, tegas.
I got it.
Salah cok. Dia tekan.
The feeling's mutual.
Should replace my hammer. I got careless.
Oh, berarti kalau dulu cuma hantam gitu aja lah.
Seems like we really can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Paimon was impressed by.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on the job. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing?
Yes.
Really? Performers might be invited, but I'm also, well...
Huh?
Not really.
Oh.
Let's go.
Itu warna-warni cowok. Oke, dapat.
Finally, we can rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff. And her stomach so empty.
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Leo is just too hit.
Aw. Would you like some winter melon cake?
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full.
Ah, I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend.
That hit the spot.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating winter melon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cakes with us. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. Oh, all my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while.
Banyak kali, cowok.
Really?
Astaga. Bisa ngantuk aku lama-lama.
A fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Hey,
Need some fresh bamboo for this.
Oh.
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim.
Mana ini?
Thanks for the ride, Uncle Bosu. You take care. Okay, follow me. This.
Ini ada itu tak ya? Turaf apa? Teleport. Oh, ada. Sini satu. Sini dulu. Kita ada dong. Oh enggak, belum sampai kita. Oh.
Boring.
Traveling. Oh, turun deh. Oh. Mantap lah desainnya. Oh. Tinggi ya. Oh. Oh, dapat cahaya adaptif. Lima, lumayan.
Hey, slow down. I'm begging ya.
What is it?
Sure would be nice if
Ay, salah, cok. Ada apa ini?
Oh, well,
Come on!
do you see that group of people over there? Those are my relatives.
Wow.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark. This...
They're your family, not your arch enemies. What's there to be afraid?
No, it's not that. I'm just not that good at dealing. It would be best if we could steer clear of them. I'll explain more when we have the chance, but right now...
Sneak test.
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight. Slow and steady wins the race.
Kayak gitu. gaming games.
Propagate.
Apa ini? Untuk apa ini?
Let's wait here for a second. Maybe my aunt will leave.
Propagate.
Oh, propagate.
She's good. Let's go.
Santai banget. Poing, 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 poing.
Turn left. Run.
Left. Shoo. Shoo.
To the right and...
Oh.
Wow, you guys are good. I'm impressed.
That was nothing. It was a piece of cake.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what?
As long as you don't wind up drowning.
Hey, Uncle Jirgwe. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some
Jirgwe.
goods with me, so I...
Yes, I should thank you both.
No need.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a... Anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Jirgwe. Who would I be if I have to be up and about? Oh, you aren't...
How long have you two known Gaming?
Oh, not long at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to you, and he's just a super welcoming guy.
A while ago, Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some... That young man is... I mean, there is his dad, but... Well, ask anyone else.
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jirgwe? Should I go ahead and deliver it instead?
It feels like we've troubled you enough already.
It's kite-making materials, though. Could be for a kid. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Rite. Oh, by the way, here.
Aduh, mau ganti mobile nih, guys.
Alright then. Deliver it if you want to.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Shinya Kiosk? My treat, and don't even think...
Whoa, that's way too generous of you.
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help. Besides, the thing between me and my family, it's a long story. It might take some time to tell.
Sounds good. Paimon never says no to free food.
Alright,
Is he underestimating Paimon? She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat. Anyway, is Gaming's family situation really that complicated? He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus,
Since you seem to be around the same age, so perhaps you could help him
Aduh,
talk
cepat,
things
Cok.
through. Consider it a...
if you have to, I can say,
Well,
wait,
would you like some...
no thanks. We should see the kinds of kites they got.
Alright then. Please...
Nanti dulu, guys. Aku mau off dulu. Kita mau ganti ke... Ganti aja. Oh.
Only with solid real punches.
Ini kan achievementnya. Oke guys, mau ganti server dulu kita guys ya. Thank you, thank you.